Let's have an example on rental income tax. Yeah, rental income tax. Let's have an example. We are going to use one example, and we shall calculate rental income tax for both a company and then an individual. We just want to see how it looks like or how it's supposed to be. Yeah, so the question goes, ABC has the following buildings for the year ended 31st December 2022, from which it earns rental income. Yeah, so below are the details relating to the month of July. So it's only for a month, for the month of July. So we have the buildings. We have building A, B, C, and then D. Then we have the rental income, and then the expenses incurred in, like, according to each building. Yeah, building A, rental income 10M, expenses 5M. Building B, rental income 25M, expenses 10M. Building C, 30M, 12M. Building D, 20, then 5. So the additional information goes like, the expenses above relate to repairs and maintenance of buildings for the month of July, except that relating to building B, building B, which includes some payments for the month of August in advance to the tune of 3M. So the payments in advance, they are not supposed to, like, they are not taxed and then they are not deducted. Yeah, we consider them in the year when they were incurred. So in this year, in the period, in the period in which they were incurred. So these expenses were paid in advance for the month of August. So for this month, we shall have to first subtract them. So here you subtract 3M. So that the total expenses for building B is 7M. Yeah, you subtract the payments in advance. Then the saying, also ABC incurred promotion costs for his rental business of 5M. For the month of July. And ABC is owned by Nicholas. Yeah. Then required, they want us to determine ABC rental tax for the month of July. This is for a company. Then determine Nicholas's rental tax for the month of July 2022. Like, we are going to use the same example. Yeah, to determine for an individual who is Nicholas, and then for a company. Yeah. So we shall start with the company. So when we are calculating for rental tax, the first thing we are supposed to do is to get the gross rental income that is earned from the buildings or something that has been given in the question. The first thing you're supposed to do is to get the gross rental income. Yeah. So in the question, this is the rental income. So we are supposed to get this plus this plus this plus this to get the gross rental income, or the total of the income that was earned. So we get 10M, 7 zeros, 10M plus 25M, 25, 6 zeros, plus 30M, 7 zeros, then plus 20M, which is 85M. So our gross rental income is 25M. Yeah, it's the first thing that we are supposed to get. So the gross rental income is 85 million, and it's what we've written here. Then we are supposed to less the allowable deductions. Yeah, the expenses. We are supposed to subtract the expenses. So we are going to add the expenses here. which is 5M. Sorry, 560s. 5M plus this one changed from 10M to 7M. So plus 7M, then plus 12M, then plus 5M, which is 29M. Yeah, so 29M is what we are having here as the total expenses. But then they also told us that ABC also incurred promotion costs for his rental business of 5M. Yeah, so we add 5M on this. So plus 5M, which is 34 million. So 34 million is the total expenses. But that is not all. So total expenses. So the total expenses sorry about that, is 34 million. Then we are also supposed to get 50% of the gross income, gross rental income. Yeah, our gross rental income was 85 million. So 50% of 85 million times 50 divided by 100, it is 42 million. It is 42,500,000. Yeah, so you are supposed to get the total expenses and then 50% of the gross rental income, and then you compare. You compare the lesser, we take the lesser as the allowable deduction. The lesser, and in this case, it is the total expenses that is less. Yeah, total expenses is lesser than 50% of the gross rental income. So this is the allowable deduction. In case this was lesser, it would have been the allowable deduction. But this is lesser, so it becomes our allowable deduction. Hope you've gotten that point. You get the total expenses and then you get 50% of gross rental income. And the lesser is what we consider as the allowable deduction. So we come here, like we less allowable deduction, which is 34M because it was the lesser. Yeah, and when we get this minus this, what we get is the chargeable income. So we get 85 million. 85 million minus 34 million. We get 51 million. So the the chargeable income is 51 million. Then the rental tax rate for companies and for a trustee and a retirement fund is 30%. So we get 30% of the chargeable income, and what we get is the rental tax. Yeah, so this times 0.3, and that's what we get. So this is the rental tax payable by ABC, 15,300,000. Yeah, thanks for watching. In the next video, we shall be looking at rental tax for an individual that is not a company.